Fat pat, bat pat. Hey, Steve. How are you? Welcome back. Hey, y'all. Hey. How y'all doing? Hey, so let's talk, boo. Let's talk. Hey, young boss. How are you? Hey, guys. Welcome. Hey, royalty. How are you? Okay, so welcome back to what I used to do. So now I have a little bit more time on my hands because I have other people doing the work, which feels good sometimes to get an actual relief. And I have to do everything myself. I'm going to be starting back doing my surgery talk lives every Wednesday at 9 p.m. So be kind of a little early today. I kind of want to get started a little early because I have to get off before 10 to go watch my show. That aired tonight at 7 and it's going to air again at 10. So I want to watch it. I want to see myself on TV. You know, that's a really great feeling. So every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be doing surgery talk. So I used to do it, I would probably say last year. I haven't really did it this year, but I wanted to get back into the groove of doing it because I still have a lot of women that DM me about plastic surgery, have questions, concerns. They're not sure why their stomach looks a certain way, or are they doing something wrong, or should they be doing this, or should they be wearing this? And you already know, if you know, you know. And if you don't know, I am the snatch queen, and that's on period. So, you know, I have to live up to my title of being the snatch queen and continue to help women be able to look their best and feel their best. Okay. So I will be doing this live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. and I will be having a guest that will come on and they will be speaking. I'll also be having doctors as well. So it's going to be a little bit different, but still I'm out there still helping people. You know, I used to do this back in 2018, 2019, 20, but 21 got a little busy. I was still doing it in 21 a little bit, but 2022, it was a little bit hard. So I didn't have a whole lot of time, but now that I have an assistant and they help me with a lot of my, you know, behind the scenes stuff, I have more time to come on live when I get home to help women be able to, you know, deal with post-op care the proper way. Okay. Yes, Tanya, they need us. So, oh Lord, my phone dropped. So, you know, I definitely will be doing this, like I said, every Wednesday at 9. And I have Miss Brandy. She's going to join me real soon. I know I started a little bit early, but I wanted to do a little quick intro so everybody, you know, would know what to expect on these lives. Okay. All right. I'm on TikTok too. So if you see me looking this way, it's because I'm on TikTok as well. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. You look so familiar. I don't know. You probably saw me on TikTok. Saw me on social media, YouTube. My videos been going viral like all over the world. So who knows? You probably saw me somewhere out. I don't know where. I don't know. But let's get into it. So just so I know who's on here, who already know who I am, what, you know, surgery I have. I'm going to start with myself today. Drop a 1 if this is your first time joining my live. And drop a 2 if you're a regular. And you already know what time it is. And you just, you know, going with the flow and just being entertained by me. And, you know, just enjoy my time. So drop a 1 if this is your first time. Drop a 2 if you are, you know, you one of the snatch gang already. You already know what time it is. Okay. So drop a 2 if you already know what time it is. Drop a 1 if you knew. Okay. Welcome, Christina. Make sure you go ahead and follow. Welcome, Sexy. Welcome back, Ming. Welcome, Chosen One. Welcome, Sandy. Welcome, Bree. Okay, let me see on IG. Welcome, Raven. Hey, Karen. Welcome, Keita. Welcome back, Glam Petite, Jazz Official, Lady Gang. Okay, lady, I see you. I see you, lady. I see you, boo. Lady has been like, put it out there. Ladies been rocking since day one. A lot of girls been rocking since day one, like back in 2018. So it's really good to see y'all back in here, you know, just staying connected with your girl, seeing her living her dreams. So I appreciate y'all for staying tuned. Hey Booty, welcome back. Hey London. I never lived in Orlando. No, I never, but I'm always in Orlando. Okay, so let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. So there's some new people, but mostly a lot of on my Snatch gang in here. Technically, I'm not new, but kind of. Hey, love. Oh, girl. Hey, lovely. Hey, Jazz. Welcome back. Hey. Welcome, Styles. Welcome. Okay, so I got a lot of new people on TikTok and more of my people on Instagram. So just for TikTok, I'm just going to give a quick run through of what I had done already. So you know, and you're like, oh, okay, you already know. Rocket says, oh, yes, you're the realest Snatch. Period. So let me just give you a rundown. Where can I see your TV? Where can I see your show on TV tonight? Just tell us one more time, please. You'll find, boo. Okay, so if you want to see my TV show, it is airing tonight at 10 p.m. on the Cassandra Show. That's on Comcast Xfinity on Afro TV. So if you have Afro TV or if you have Comcast, you'll be able to watch it on Comcast. It's on Afro TV, and it's called the Cassandra Show, and it's coming on at 10 p.m. Okay, it's coming on at 10 p.m. So you're able to see it on there. And if you have Roku, you could download the Afro TV app on Roku, and you could also watch it on there as well. Hey, good night. Hi. Thank you, Hair. Thank you so much. All right, so just to give a little rundown for my TikTok people. So I've had a LASIK surgery back in 2015. Would I do it again? No, because I think it's a waste of money because it only lasts 5 years. And honestly, it's like after that, your eyes start to kind of go back to what it was. So you gotta end up going either back to get a touch up. And honestly, I paid $3,000 for insurance, including insurance. And there, I like when my left eye started acting up and I went back to them, they told me that I had to have an issue of both, not just one, in order to get a touch up, which I think is bullshit, and they don't tell you that. So it's like I have 20/20 in one, and then I have a minus in the other. So I honestly think it's like a waste of money. Just wear your contacts or glasses, like honestly. So I had that done back in 2015. Fast forward, I had my teeth done. I just had 2 missing molars. I had them filled in back in 2000 and I would say 16. I think I started the process in the end of 2015, but I had completed in 2016 because it takes a while. It's a process. So when you're getting your teeth done, especially if you are just doing like you're filling your molars or anything like that. Hey, Chantel. It's a process. So they have to remove the bone and then they have to put an implant in. So it's kind of like a steel. So if you have a missing tooth, there's nothing there. So they have to implant like a piece of steel. And then you have to wait for the tissue to heal around it. And that takes like 6 months. So 6 months, you're just walking around with that in your mouth. You can have a cap. It's temporary if you want to. But honestly, it's so weird eating with it. So I just didn't do it, to be honest. I had one, but it was just uncomfortable. So I had the tooth done, and then they put the implant in, which is perm. You don't have to worry about chipping it or anything like that because it's better than veneers, to be honest, because veneers chip really, really fast. Like you can't even go and bite bones and stuff like that, how you would bite it with your real teeth. So veneers chip really fast, and a lot of times I don't want to go through that. So I just did it this way. So I did that back in, like, we'll say 2016. Hey, Jazz. 2016. What they do is they match it to your teeth, and then nobody really can tell, that it's missing or where it was or whatever. So I love that. And what my dentist did as a bonus, he just filed my top tooth. I think it was like, I don't remember which one, but the front. It was one of them that was a little longer than the other. So he filed it even, bleached it. So a lot of people think that I have veneers, but I don't have veneers. These are my teeth. So, it really depends on what position you're in terms of how bad your teeth are, or, you just could do a consultation. Your dentist will tell you, hey, this is like the best thing that you should do, veneers, or just, fix and put implants in. Implants are a little bit expensive, but I actually rather them, to be honest, because it's like less work. Even though the process takes long, it's still like, I still prefer to have it that way. That's just my personal preference. But you guys are more than welcome to do whatever works for you, okay? Hey, Anna, thank you. Just joining, what did you get instead of veneers? I just had implants. I had implants done. So my smile line, I was missing one on each side because my mama decided that she was not going to pay for me to get a root canal. So she decided to pull it, and I was like 17 and pregnant. And she was like, I'm not paying for that. So guess what? She pulled it out. So your girl at 17, this one was gone. And then at 18, this one was gone. So from 18, every time I smiled, it was a big ass gap. And I hated it. Like, it was just so annoying. And the bitch was broke. So I ain't had no money to pay for it. So she just took it out, y'all. Okay. So when I was able to work and save money, enough money to get it done, because it's very expensive, and insurance do cover a portion of it, but not a lot, that's when I was able to get implants and fix my teeth. So that was the first thing I did before I did my boobs or I did any type of other plastic surgery, because I feel like your teeth are very important. Your smile is very important. So you should definitely take care of that first before touching any part of your body. That's just my personal preference. But hey, you guys can do whatever works for you. Okay, so let's move along. If you could live your dream life right now, what would it look like? What it is right now, Mona? I'm living my dream life right now. To be honest, to have more than what I ever had in my entire life, to be able to have my business, to be able to be financially, stable, to be happy. Like, I'm in such a happy place. Things have just been happening for me. God has been really blessing me. So I would say the life I'm living right now, I'm forever grateful for. So if it had to be anything, whatever it is right now, that's what I would want. Yes, you gotta go to the dentist every 3 months. Yeah. Is she a dentist? No, she's not a dentist. But yeah, so hey Zoo. Yes, you're still beautiful. Thank you, Kag. All right, so then moving along. So that was 2000. Let's say 2016 it was finished. I have a belated birthday. My birthday was like a month ago. August 1st was my birthday. But thank you, Jazz. Thank you, T. Okay, so that was 2000. So I'm gonna kind of like fast forward, guys, so I don't take up the whole hour talking about what I had done, because most people already know, but I know TikTok don't. I think Instagram will more know than you guys. But what was I saying? Fast forward. So that was my teeth. So then I had my boobs done, 400 cc's under the muscle. Love them. Great job. Saline, not silicone. I just personally don't like silicone. So I would rather saline than silicone. Big difference. And that was that. Then I think like the next year, 2017, out of time. So literally like year after year after year, I was fixing something, because I was like, okay, I got that done. Click. I got that done. Click. Because I've always wanted my boobs. I've had little boobs since I could remember as a kid. And I used to stuff them with socks or toilet paper, because I had none, y'all. Like, not a damn thing. So I always say, like, from as far back as I remember in school, if I don't get boobs, like everybody, all my schoolmates, they had titties at like 14. I was like one of probably 3 of us that ain't had none. I used to be so mad. I was like, I want titties. I can't wait to get some titties. So I literally, like as soon as I could afford it, I worked, saved money. I was able to, you know, pay for them. So that was kind of like, click, a check off my, my list. So yeah, so I did that. And then my doctor was like, you know, you should do a tummy tuck because you got a lot of loose skin. If you do lipo alone, you're not going to look good, blah, 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 blah. And I believed him, and the tummy tuck was a horrific. Like, it was a really bad experience, really bad result. So when it comes to tummy tuck, you have to really, really know. You have to get massages. You have to wear compression. And my doctor said no to both of them. And that's a big no-no. So I've learned you need those things. So he said I didn't need them. Let my body heal naturally. And that was a mistake that I made because I was so swollen that I was bigger than when I went in. And it didn't make no sense. So, you know, doctors, yes, that's their profession to snatch you and, you know, do all this other stuff. But honestly, some of them don't know post-op care. So post-op care is so important. I think it's more important than the actual surgery, to be honest. So you need massages. You need compression, like 24/7. I did not have that. So that was a dub. Like, it was just not it. So after that, when I went back to him and he said, wait 6 months, I waited 6 months and I was just getting bigger and bigger. And I'm like, I don't like this. My navel was mad wide. No, it did not look natural at all. And I just hated it so bad. And I did my research and I found a doctor in Miami. He was a brand new doctor to the center. And I have reached out, I got a quote and everything. I looked at his work and I felt confident enough to book him. And I booked him and I got my lipo done. So that was like definitely a step for me to get the result that I really, really was looking for. A lot of people don't know about this silicone ceiling implants. Both have silicone on the shell. Yeah, the shell, the feel of it, yes. But what's in it is definitely different though. Yeah, so that was, thank you, Envy. So that was that. So I went to Miami, and a lot of people think that I went out the country, and I did not went out the country. I went to Miami, and he did his thing. Like, he really, really did his thing. So after that, I lived in a Faja, I was a Faja police. If anybody follow me on Instagram, back in 2018, when our pages were private back then, I used to go live literally almost every night and we would just be talking about our results and helping each other figure out what the hell is going on, because we were like, okay, we got the surgery, but why we look like this? Like, we are super swollen. We got lumps, uneven spots. We were like, wait a minute, they didn't tell us this part. Like, why is our stomach so hard? Like a rock. Why is there so much lumps? Why is it, like, it was just so much different things, and we all were just live together trying to figure this shit out, because the doctors don't tell you all this information when it comes to post-op care. So they give you this little sheet and say, wear your compression, you know, get your massages. But it's so much more to it, you know, and I feel like that's where a lot of people, you know, they get lost, because the doctors give you this much information when it's this much to do. So if you really don't know and you're going through the process and you're seeing these things happening to you, you're going to freak out, right? You're going to freak out. And a lot of times we all was freaking out at that point. So I just, like, literally used to go on live every night talking to the girls like, hey, y'all, I tried this and this kind of worked. So, you know what? Try it. And that's how I started, you know, helping other people. And I would literally be on live for hours, you know, and girls would come on live and I would show them what to do, how to wear garments, how to compress. And so I was like, you know what? I should do a class, because it was just a lot of time. It was very time consuming doing that all the time. So I literally started doing classes. where I teach women how to compress properly, post-op care, the right things to wear, what to do, what not to do, what to eat, what not to eat. And then I started doing classes, and then it just kind of like kicked off and went into that direction where I was like the guru of compression. Like, it was like, okay, you the snatch queen, bitch. Like, cause you on your shit. Like, how the hell you get your waist so small? Like, how did you do this? And bear in mind, my waist was like a 29 and a half out of surgery. It was square, no type of shape. And I was like, it's cool, but it ain't giving what it's supposed to, right? Like, I want a little bit more. And like I said, I lived in my faja for a very, very long time. I think like 8 months. And it killed the fat in my hips. And that's a lot of things that people don't know too. If you wear a faja that's too tight, it can kill the fat in your hips. So it's to compress your waistline, but if it is too tight on the hip, it will also kill the fat that was transferred to your hips. So that happened to me. Hey, Kimmy. So that happened to me, and I had to go back for round 2. So I reached out to my doctor, and I was like, hey, doc, I don't look like this no more. What the hell is going on? Like, when I put my faja on, bitch, I'm bad, bitch, I'm bad, right? Like, I'm snatched, I'm looking good, but when I take it off, I'm like, who's this girl? Like, okay, where did it go? And I felt like, well, I'm like delusional? Like, am I going crazy? Like, what's going on? And it's because the faja lifts everything up. So you have that look like, yes. But when you take it off, it's just gonna like drop. You know what I mean? So I had to learn about that. And once he told me that, I was like, he was like, the only way you're going to get it back is if you go back. And I was like, really? I was so mad. But I went back and he gave me some bonus, you know. He gave me some abs because I don't like working out. Y'all never did. Sorry. But he gave me some abs. So I had ab etching done and I had some lipo done. Oh, yeah. I had thigh lipo too. But that was cool. You know, I like that little gap. You know what I mean? I don't like my legs touching each other, rubbing, all that. No. I don't like none of that. So I did have thigh lipo. I forgot about that. I've never really talked about thigh lipo. But yes, I did have thigh lipo. So yeah, so that happened. And then I was like, nah, I'm not doing no faja no more. I am just going to waist train. And everybody was like, oh, no, you crazy. Like, you got to be in a faja. You cannot just waist train because you're going to do this, you're going to do that, da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, well, we going to find out. And let me tell y'all, when I got to the recovery house and I did my follow with my doctor, I said, doc, I'm not doing this faja no more. Like, I'm not going through this no more. He was like, I know you got this. You know, I see how you was with the first time. I know you got this. So literally, he was confident enough. And I wore my waist trainer the second day. So my follow-up appointment was day 2. Day 2 at the recovery house when I showered, when I was able to shower because of, you know, you can't shower right after surgery. Okay? Just so you know. You can't shower right after surgery. So you come to the recovery house. You just go lay down because the pain is like a 8, sometimes a 10 for people, but mine was like a 7-8, So you're still welcome, Mocha. Where did you get your surgery done? I got it done at Mia Aesthetics in Miami. And I'm only gonna say it once because I'm not gonna make them rich. They don't pay me, and I've been making them a whole lot of money for the last 3 years. So one time and one time only. I never wore a faja, and Tamita and BBL at the same time. Oh, that's nice. You need compression. So we're going to talk about that. Damn, I wish to see you live again, but I was on break. Now I got to go back on the clock. So what was I saying? I don't forgot what I was saying, y'all. But anyways, I just did the waist trainer. So I did the waist trainer and my ab board, right? My waist trainer and my ab board. And literally, that really helped me a lot. Like, my compression my waist was getting so much smaller so faster because I did not do a faja. However, I do have to say this, right? You have to compress. I would advise you to stay in the faja, your stage 1, up to 2 weeks. And then you could transition to a trainer, because I would not advise you to do what I did, because I knew what I was doing. If you don't know what you're doing, it could kind of be like a step back for you. So I would really advise you to stay in your stage 1 for up to 2 weeks, and then transition to either your waist trainer or a stage 2 faja. But there be people, when I talk to them, when I do consultations, which I do, so you can book them online. If you want a one-on-one consultation, you can definitely book one with me. They be 8 weeks post-op. They be like 3 months post-op and still in the stage 1. I'm like, why? Like, what? That's why your waist is still so big. Because the stage 1 has like 0 compression. 0. So you put in all those foams and your board and the backboard and all these other stuff, and you have a stage 1, you're doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that's why you'll feel like you're stuck, because it does not give you enough compression at the stage that you're at. So if you pass 2-3 weeks and you had lipo, you need to be under stage 2 or get into a trainer. Okay? I did compress. I'm going to compress more around 2. Tell them how I helped you waist train. Tell them how I helped you waist train. Thank you regardless. So, definitely you want to know these things, because that's where you struggle the most if you don't know what you're doing, right? You're going to complain the most because you feel like, well, why my waist is not getting smaller? Because you're not compressing enough. Or why do I have this? And also, it's also how you compress, because you can compress too much and you could also cause like fibrosis. So you got to know exactly what to do and how much compression to put onto the body. So that's another thing too. There's so much little details. However, I do have an ebook in my bio that I go through all this information, much more detail, step by step, on the things that you should be doing and how you do it. The link is in my bio. It's 10 steps on how to get snatched by like me. So you can go and you can get that ebook and go through it at your own time. But the goal is to get enough compression to where it takes your swelling down, so it decreases your swelling, whereas you'll be able to get a smaller waistline. Okay, so even if you are 6 months or a year post-op, you can still waist train to make your waist smaller. I'm 3 years post-op, and I still waist train. And the reason is you have to be able to compress and be consistent, because I eat a lot. I like food. I'm a foodie. And I would gain weight and I would lose weight. But my stomach would never get big because I stay compressed in my stomach. So whenever I'm eating, I have my waist trainer on, it will say, okay, that's enough, until you get to the point where you can portion control yourself without even having a trainer on and not overeating. And a lot of us, we just overeat. So if you overeat and you're gaining all this weight, your butt is going to grow. And that's another thing too. Feeding the fat is real. So your butt is going to get bigger and your stomach going to get big too. So you have to be able to control it and portion control and know how much to eat, even if you have it on or not. Otherwise, your stomach will always get big. And one thing that I told myself, I will never allow my stomach to get big again. So I literally stay waist training. I would gain weight. My butt would get big, but my stomach will never get big. And I'm cool with that. I'm definitely okay with that. So that's super important to know, that you can gain weight in the stomach, even if you had a tummy tuck or even if you had lipo. I hear a lot of people say that you can't gain weight back in the stomach because, they did lipo or they sucked the fat out, all that stuff. That's garbage. You can actually gain weight and your stomach can get big again, even if you had lipo or even if you had a tummy tuck. And it's actually worse if you had a tummy tuck, because the tummy tuck scar line at the bottom, like below the fupa area, which is your panty line, that scar down below will never get big, but up, you're going to be looking crazy. You're going to gain weight in all that area. So I've seen people who had a tummy tuck and I be feeling for them because their stomach is so big to the top and at the bottom is super flat. Because all of that is like dead, right? But you can still gain weight in your tummy area. So especially if you had a tummy tuck, you want to be careful about you gaining weight because that scar is there forever, number one. But above it, you can gain weight and then it's going to be looking crazy. So you want to be careful about that. Did you have to change your diet? No, I didn't change my diet. I just detoxed a lot. So I have a detox kit. It's called the Lipo kit. The link is in my bio. That's what I use now. But before I used to use a different detox tea. So I'll detox because I like to eat, especially a lot of red meat like lamb chop, steak. And then I like seafood. I'm sorry, y'all. My dog is just doing the most. I'm about to put him out. Hold on, y'all. You don't start. Okay, sorry. He got fed already, girl. Mind your business. What was I saying? So no, like I would do a detox. So I would do a detox once a week because I don't want to lose too much weight. I want to be able to maintain my weight. So you want to be able to do a detox. So if you eat a lot of red meat, eat a lot of snacks, sodas, salty foods, you definitely want to do a detox because if you're not detoxing, you're just eating and building all that food on top of each other in the stomach and it's going to get big. So you want to do a clean out and make sure that you detoxing, clean the body up really good. Okay. So that's what I did. I still eat what I want. I just detox and waist train, to be honest. So that's how my waist literally just stays the same after such a long time. So that's that. Any questions before I move on? Any other questions, y'all? Are you gonna? Yes, I'm a waist train my entire life. I'm gonna be 80 and waist train. Period. I'm gonna be 80 and still waist training. If that answers your question. Because you have to think about it on some real shit, right? Like, let's just be real. If you buy a car, are you gonna maintain it for just 6 months? Or for the entire time that you have the car, right? You're going to entire it the whole time. You're not just going to, maintain it for 6 months. You're going to maintain it the whole time you have the car. Otherwise, if you don't maintain the car, then guess what? It's not going to work properly. It's not going to look the same. So when it comes to the body, it's literally the same thing. If you have plastic surgery, you have to maintain your results for the rest of your life. Because if you stop working out, if you stop eating good, if you stop compressing, you're going to gain weight because you're human, you're living. You're going to gain weight, and guess what? Your butt going to grow, and also your stomach is going to grow too. So if you want to waste $10,000 and let your stomach get out of hand, that's on you. But to be honest, I ain't got that money to waste because I spend a whole lot of money in this body, baby. And it's a lot of work. So I'm going to maintain it. Just how we ladies do our hair every 2 weeks. Sometimes some of us do it more than that. We do our nails every 2 weeks. Like, you're not going to get your nails done and then you don't go and get them filled. If you want them to keep looking good, guess what? You got to go see your nail tech, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks for some people. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's a lifetime change. It's not short term. And I think that's what a lot of people fail to realize, that plastic surgery is a long term, not short term. So you could go get lipo. The only thing you don't have to really maintain is your boobs. Like if you have a breast lift or if you have implants, that's kind of like one and done. There's some where they say you have to change them every 10 years, but that's every 10 years, right? So let's say you have to change your implants every 10 years, then 10 years from now, you just change it out. But, you know, it's still a maintenance. And then there's some you don't have to do anything with it. You just, you know, just look cute, your boobs. But I will tell you, if you gain weight, your boobs will gain weight too. And that's another thing that people fail to understand. So, hey, Michelle. So you have to remember that with a Tamita, Lipo, BBL, a BL, which is a breast lift for some don't know what that means. Any type of surgery, you could revert back, except for the boobs. Like you lose weight, you're going to lose weight your titties. Even if you didn't have your titties done. If you lose weight, your titties going to go down. You gain weight, your titties going to grow. So, you know, it's really just a process. It's a lifetime change. Okay? It's a lifetime change. I already did, Jazz. Love the answer is truth. Right. Exactly, me. Is the ab board flexible? Little really want to get one. The ab board is really, really good. My ab board, when I tell you the reason I created my ab board, because the ab boards that were out there, they were too thin. So they weren't giving you the amount of compression you need to actually compress and decrease your swelling. So, and then also it was very uncomfortable. Like when you take it off, your stomach has a whole shape of an ab board on it from indentations. And I just didn't like it. And I went through that my first time. And I was like, okay, this ain't it. Like you got to put so much different things in it to be comfortable when you could just have one product and then just fix all your issues. So I literally created my own ab board where it has a 1-inch foam. It's long enough to cover from under the boob all the way down to your fupa. I have short torso and long torso, meaning if you're a long torso doll, or short torso, meaning the stomach, the length of your stomach, I have one for you. So it doesn't matter. And then literally it covers it, so it gives you full coverage. And it's super comfortable. You can lay on it and it's not going to hurt you because it has a nice thick foam. So it definitely makes you super, super flat. And like, if you could put it on tonight and you lay on your stomach, you go to bed, you wake up, you're gonna be way flatter than you were yesterday. That's how good it works. Hey DJ. No, your titties don't sag, Zeus. Stay out of our conversation. Not mine, they never go down. Your titties. You know, some people titties grow and some people titties just don't. Mine never grew. Mine never grew into my adult body, so I had to pay for mine. It is what it is. I love them, to be honest. Okay, so let's see. Is that really the bond? Y'all been following her since 2020, always dropping knowledge and helping out. Thank you, Envy. I appreciate you. Mine's Israel. Oh, yours is Israel. See, so some women are able to have boobs. And then it's crazy because women that have boobs don't want big boobs. And then we that don't have boobs want big boobs. And I'm like, girl, you want to get rid of your titties? I'm trying to get the size that you got. And you trying to get rid of them to get the size that I got. You know, so it's like, we never satisfy y'all. Like, you just gonna have to do what's best for you at the end of the day, okay? But, you know, whatever works for you. Exactly, Star. Me too, girl. 400 cc's and I'm loving it. So I'll be like, listen, give me yours. If we could swap right now, I would take it. But unfortunately, we can't. So I have to go pay for mine, all right? After how many days were you not in pain after the lipo and BBL? Could you wear the waist trainer? So for me, I wore my waist trainer day 2. However, I don't recommend it because you guys are a little bit new to compression. I'm like a guru at this shit. So I already knew what I had to do. But I would advise you after surgery to stay in your stage 1 up to 2 weeks and then transition to my waist trainer, which would be the vest, preferably the vest. Because a lot of times you have 360 lipo and you have upper back lipo. So you want to make sure that you get your upper back compressed. Otherwise, that's going to be a problem too. You're going to be swollen up there. So you got to make sure you're covered. You're not doing a strapless one. Because now you're pushing all the fluid up. That's a whole other conversation. I want to kind of like hit pointers tonight. But next week, we're going to go more in detail. Because like I said, I'm doing this every Wednesday at 9. Okay? Let me see. Why they say drink pineapple juice for recovery? Because it's really good for healing. You can do the tea, so you can skin the pineapple. You can boil the skin too and drink it. It's really, really good. And you go to the bathroom, pass out all the fluid. So it's really good for recovery. So I highly recommend to drink pineapple juice for real. Like, I drink a lot of pineapple juice. And water, of course. I never had work done with the board work on me. Honestly, I don't really recommend my ab board for people who have plastic surgery, even though I've had a few dolls who didn't, that purchased it instead of it worked. But because you really don't have a retraction going on, like you don't have swelling, you don't have nothing to compress, it's not really going to be effective. So unless you had a baby or you had lipo and tummy tuck, I wouldn't really recommend it. You want to see an effective, permanent result. And I'm just being real. I could tell you, yeah, I could say all that, but that's just not in me. I'm a very honest person, and I'm just not doing this for the money. I'm doing it to really help women be a better version of themselves. So to say that, to wrap it up in a clear answer, no. Okay? No. Unless you had a baby or lipo. We always want what we want and can't have it. Exactly, Lux. Exactly. 350, and I wish I would have been bigger. But if you gain weight, Star, because I started at 400 and I've gained weight, and I looked at pictures last year, my titties got a little, not too crazy bigger, but they did get a little bigger. So I felt like if I did 100 cc's last year, I would have been walking around with some big ass cows right now. And I'm glad that I did it. I'm trying to figure out the hip and lats thing. It's so confusing. Okay, so RTs, you just stay out of grown women conversation, RTs. Okay, this is a women conversation. You don't even know what you're talking about. I'm going back so they can compress properly. Yeah. Okay, so let me go on TikTok and then I'm gonna answer your question about. I don't forgot what it was. Hold on. Oh, hips and lats. I had 360 lipo and BB on the 9th of September. I'm still in my post-op faja. When should I switch? The 9th of September. So that was last week, if I'm not wrong. So next week, so finish out this week and then next week switch. And then make sure you get my ab board and bell. That's going to help you get super, super flat. Okay? I'm about to show y'all some pictures. That is actually on my Instagram page. Some before and after results from using my products, but I'm going to show it to you on live anyways. Can you swell 8 months out? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I've had dolls, I did consultations, they're a year out and they're still swollen. And once they compress, they're like, wow. Like, I didn't even know. You can still swell even at 8 months post-op. Absolutely. I just didn't do right by myself. And that's a good thing, Star, that you're being honest, because a lot of people blame the doctor and it's really you. Because if you do not compress properly and you start either swelling up or you will have uneven sides, which is very, very common. So you could, like, okay, let's say you had lipo, right? And now one of your sides is like arched and sink real nice, and then the other one is straight. You're going to be like, oh my God, my doctor didn't lipo me right. Like, he gave me one straight, one. No, that's the way how you are compressing. And I'm going to start posting like results from people that have helped with that issue and show y'all. Like, it may be old, but it still works, right? It's all about how you compress. And then a lot of times you have to remember, right, like whatever side, like if you're right-handed, that will always be the side that's almost perfect. Because you have to remember, when you get lipo, you have your stuff on, you're driving. If you're right-handed, a lot of times we lean on this side, right? If you're left-handed, you lean on this side. A lot of us just use our right side of the body the most. So this side is also going to look different from this side because you're putting either most pressure on this side, you're riding and leaning over, you're doing most of everything on this side of the body, whatever hand you use the most, it will always look different in the waistline. So you have to even it out with the compression. And that is very common. It's not a doctor's issue. It's really how you are compressing. Because when you came out, you didn't look like that. You had 2 boxes. But when you started compressing and your body weight is on one side the most, that's when you're going to see one side is better than the other. But it is fixable. It's definitely fixable. I'm experiencing that now. I'm still having to compress. Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, Lala, it doesn't stop. Like, you can have the tingling. So the tingling is very common. The tingling in the back, the stomach. So you feel like some tingling going on, burning sensations going on. That's totally normal. Totally normal. Don't freak out. A lot of times when you first get surgery, like you can't even hold your phone because the nerves is shot. That's totally normal because you just had a major surgery. So a lot of things is going to not feel normal. It's going to take time, like a couple of days, and you'll be able to, hold your phone like normal, use your hand like normal. Some people start swelling. Some people in their feet, they start swelling. You got to put your socks on, your compression socks on. You got to, even after 2 weeks, even if you realize that you're still, your feet are swollen after 2 weeks of wearing your socks, put them back on. That's going to help. So it's just a process, unfortunately, that you have to go through, but it's normal. So don't freak out, okay? What's the difference between lipo and tummy tuck? So lipo is just removing the fat from the stomach, and tummy tuck is they're cutting you. So they're cutting you on the panty line. And if you had a baby, you will need muscle repair. So make sure if you had a baby, you want to get a tummy tuck, that your doctor is doing muscle repair, because a lot of these doctors don't do muscle repair. They will just do the lipo and just pull your skin tight, like cut the excess fat off and then pull you tight. So if you had a kid, you want to make sure that you get muscle repair done. So you do the muscle repair, they sew you up, make you all tight and nice. And then they cut the excess skin off, and then they pull you tight so you have a scar, like a smile line, like the bikini line on your stomach. So that's a tummy tuck. And then lipo, there's none of that. There's just lipo holes when they go in to suck the fat out. Just removing excess fat and moving it to either the butt area, your lats, or your head, which I'll talk about. Wherever you want to move the fat to. Some people don't do BBL. They just do lipo. So that's the difference between lipo and tummy tuck. Oh, you did, Star? A mommy makeover? So you had everything done one time and a hernia repair. So for people who don't know what that means, Star, we speaking a whole other language to these people. So they're like, what is that? So yeah, that's what that means, y'all. Okay. Some weirdos. Hey, Kia. Thank you, baby. Okay, so, you had it 2 years back to back? Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I had mine like back to back too. I had my lipo. I had one BBL. So this is a thing too. Okay, so like surgery have like different languages. So you would see somebody say HR and MMR. SX, like these are surgery terms. So if you see that, that's what it means. Hernia repair, mommy makeover, surgery. BL means breast lift. BA means breast augmentation. So these just acronyms. The girls understand the girls. You know what I mean? We understand each other. It's like our little codes that we talk to each other. But that's what that means. Thank you, Kia. So that's those. So to answer your question, so you asked about hips and lats. So I have kind of both, right? So I had hips before my second round, and then I had lats my second round, hips my first round. So hips is more up here, and lats is up here, and hips is more further down, like the side of your hip. And then lats is further up, like up above the hip. So that's the difference between lats and hip. And sometimes you might want a combination. It just depends on your shape. And that's why I tell other people, like, you can't look at somebody and be like, I want that, because it's not going to go with your body. You got to be your own body goals. You got to be your own wish pick. So you have to make sure that when you go to your doctor and you ask for, he asks you what you want, please don't tell him that you want natural, because you're wasting your money. Now, I understand everybody want to look like they had their body done, but natural is literally getting nothing. Like, you're going to come out and you're going to be like, what did he did? What you did? Did you do anything? Because some doctors really, go natural. Like, they do the bare minimum to you. So don't ever say natural. You don't want to have a big old bum, but at the same time, don't say natural, because some doctors really got you coming out looking like you ain't had shit done. And then, you're going to be mad, and now you want to go back to get round two because you said natural. He gave you what you asked for, and now you're like, damn, I want to go back because I didn't expect natural to look like this. So don't waste your money, okay? Don't waste your money. We are talking about plastic surgery, my love. Thank you, Patrice. What's the cost of lipo and BBL? So it depends on the doctor. It can range from anywhere from $3,500 to $10,000 or more. Some doctors are very expensive and some doctors are cheap. You don't always want to go to the cheapest doctor, but still sometimes you want to go to one that does charging the most, because they just be overcharging. Like Dr. Miami. He's just a hype doctor. I don't care when nobody say don't come from me. I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back. He is just a hype doctor. Like, he really don't be snatching nobody and making him look like a whole baddie out here. That's just my opinion. I think he's more of a celebrity doctor. He's known, for being a celebrity doctor, but he don't be giving what it's supposed to. So, and he's very expensive. So that's a whole, scenario or explanation of, it's really like who doctor is giving, the best result for your body type. That's what you need to look for. You don't need to look for the most expensive or the cheapest. Which doctor can snatch the hell out of you? Which doctor can give you what you are looking for? Because there are some doctors too that will take your money and then after you're done say, well, it wasn't much that we could do, but we tried our best. The nigga, you knew that before you laid me on that table. Don't play with me. But they're not going to tell you that because they want to take your money. So you have to be very, very careful which doctor you pick, because some are honest and some will say, ain't much I could do, or I could do this or whatever, I could do that. And then there's one that will say, yeah, I got you. And then when you wake up, he's going to give you some sad ass story. It's too late at that point because you done take my money and I done went through the procedure. I can't get my money back and I look how I look. So really and truly, guys, you just got to do your research. Research. Do not go off the hype. Just because a doctor, everybody's saying, oh my God, he's the best. He's the best for them, not for you. You could be a bigger girl and that doctor is more for petite. You like Cabral. Cabral is a doctor for bigger girls. Even though he got plenty of deaths, he is a big doll doctor, right? If a petite girl go to him, he'd probably do good too, but he's more for the big girls. A big girl can't go to, I would say, I don't want to call nobody names out. Just do your own research, because I could call some names out, but we're not here for that, okay? But I'm just saying, do your research, okay? When do a Tamita and get pregnant, will you need a redo? It depends. I've heard and seen some dolls who had surgery and they came back pretty good. So it really just depends on your body, the elasticity in the stomach. Is your skin going to snap back easier? Or is it just like, it's just dead? Like when it stretches, it's just going to sag. It really depends. It's even like for women who get pregnant and some people snap back like they never had kids. And some of us, we got so much loose skin. It's like, damn, this baby done do a number on me. So it just depends on, your skin. Is it going to snap back easy, or you might have to go get a redo? So what doctor did I use? So I said my doctor in the beginning. If anybody knows in here who my doctor is, y'all can tell them. I really don't care, but I'm not giving them no more publicity because they don't pay me. I done made them too much money. Okay, so if they want me to keep continuing sharing their name, they're going to have to run me a chat. Because, baby, I've been promoting them from 2018. They done made probably $1 million off of me already. And it's not, no. So if somebody know and they want to share or go on my page, I've posted him on my page, but I'm not going to keep airing him out. I love him. I love you, Doc. I love you. But baby, yeah, it's yesterday price and today's price. Okay. Okay, I received my shaper. Yes, Sandy. What size did you get, Cindy? She loves it? Okay. Well, what size is, so do you gotta go, bigger? Okay. She took it from you? Girl. Right, they should be paying you. Right, Envy, like, Envy, it's been how long now? And I used to get people calling me from the office with him, and he's like, Steph, people come in there all the time. I don't like First Lady. Whatever you do with First Lady, I want that. Like, baby, they done run a whole bag up on me, so that bag actually stops. Like, But I love you, Doc. I love you. But y'all gonna have to run me a check now, okay? Okay, good. Okay, so let me see. Exactly, Envy. Stay saying his name, baby. I had my whole name on there. Like, I still kept the First Lady part because I was his first doll. He did do me right. Absolutely, he hooked me up, baby. But I think I made enough money back. Like, you made enough money now, sir. Like, if y'all want to continue... yeah. All right. So it is 9:50. I'm going to give 5 more minutes if you guys have any questions, because I got to go watch my TV show. It's come on at 10. So I don't want to miss it. So if y'all have any other questions, please drop them below. If you want to book a consultation with the Snatch Queen so I can help you with your compression if you're a post-op, I can help you prepare for your surgery if you're pre-op. Click the link in my bio and book a consultation, and I will help you. I will do a one-on-one consultation. If you need sizing help, if you need help with sizing, if you don't know what size to get, I can help you with picking your sizing. You can book a free 10-minute consultation just for sizing questions only. But if you need help with post-op care and pre-op, you can book a consultation, a one-on-one on my Snatch Gang University website, and I'll be more than happy to help you with all of your needs. Or you could go buy the book in the bio, as like Zoo said. You can go buy the book and, learn everything that you need to know without me one-on-one talking to you. You can purchase the book. The ebook is in my bio. It's called The 10 Steps to Getting Snatched. But that is my story, and then a little bit about compression. We got a lot more to talk about. I want to cover seroma next week. I want to cover fibrosis. I'm going to have one of my fave massage therapists come on here, and we're going to talk about that. But I will be going live, and I will be doing these lives again, so I miss my ladies. I miss talking to you guys about surgery, because you guys know, like, that's my niche. Like, that's what I love to do. That's what I love to talk about. Compression is just like my go-to. So, I love helping people about that. So let me wrap this up. We got 3 minutes. Any questions on TikTok or IG? I think IG, the OGs. The OGs are on IG, so they already know this is like a refresher or entertainment for them, because they've been, some of my surgery dolls back in like 2018, 2019. So yeah, like, it's that time. It's been that long. There you go, Lay. Lay got you. She's the best, guys. If you knew her, do not hesitate to grab the book, the gear, and book your consultation. Period. Thank you, boo. Okay, well, Instagram is counting me down anyway. I got 1 minute and 38, 36, 35 seconds now. So they're going to end this anytime soon on Instagram. But it was a pleasure talking to you guys. I really, yes, I'm about to go watch my Sasandra show. I might come back on, and I might do a subscription. I don't know. Should I do a subscription? Because I could give out so much information on a subscription when it comes to this stuff. So I'm thinking about doing a subscription. But tell me what y'all think about a subscription. Do you have the plastic wrap and the gel? Yes, Dorothy. The link is in my bio on my website. It's a sweat wrap and the sweat cream to help you lose belly fat. You can also click the link in my bio and get your lipo kit as well. Come back on later? Okay, I'll come back on when I'm watching the Sasandra show. We could watch it together in case y'all don't have it on y'all channel. I forgot what was saying, y'all. But anyways, it's a pleasure. Every Wednesday I'll be on here. If I have a special guest, I will be telling y'all who the special guest would be for that Wednesday. But yeah, do it. I gotta see if I actually qualify for it. I'm not sure. I have to check because I think you gotta be qualified for discussion. But I do have it on TikTok, but I don't know if I have it on Instagram. Instagram a little special. Okay, y'all. I got 10 minutes, so good night. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. I probably saved this, so if anybody want to go back and watch it, you're more than welcome to.